So here's a little showing of Storm over Arnhem, the Folio edition from 1993. I should have known that before I filmed this. So this is the Folio edition. So it comes in a folio. There's the front. Just a back description, quite extensive. Inside, I bought this used, so here are all the counters. Pretty small. I don't know what that would be. Is that, gosh, ½ inch or smaller? Kind of shows a little bit of the date, the time, and the color. In this game, it uses chits instead of dice. That's interesting. I will probably use dice. So I'm going to have to find a good box for this. Now, there's that classic cover that I remember from when I bought the game when I was 13 or 14, the original box. I never played because it was too intimidating, but now I look at it and I'm like, wow. So anyway, the rule book. I'll show you that in just a minute. There's the back setup map. On the folio shows the order of battle, German and British. How many there are in order of battle, so that's pretty cool. And let's take a look at the map. So there are the pieces, and here's the map. It's a paper map, nothing fancy like poster paper. You got your victory point track, artillery, random events, retreat priority. I think it'd be cool if they reprinted this and maybe put some more of the gameplay aids along the sides because there is a little bit of room. So these are the zones that they can go around get around the city. And a little glare, but there we go. There's the bridge, the approach. There's that pillbox that explodes in the movie. That movie, Bridge Too Far, is what got me interested ages ago. So again, it's another area control game. Lots of things, symbols telling you how to set up. You know, the number, victory point hexes. So basically, you're just trying to get control of the victory point hexes. Doesn't get a kind of a far back picture of it. So there you go. And that's Storm over Arnhem. And now let's take a look at the world book. And map of the overall area. And then I was just really surprised by this, but I like it because it's in that good old classic Avalon Hill look. So it starts on page, well, there's no page number, but very long history. It's a nice little history book. There's an order of battle. So with names and all that, it's kind of a cool thing covering such a little small portion of a battle. You can get into a lot of detail. It's filled with information, cool little drawings. I don't remember if the boxed version came with all this extra reading or not. And then one thing I thought was cool, if I can find it while I'm showing you this history, and then the British drop zone, so getting a little bit more detail. So then here's the city, so you kind of have an idea of what you're fighting over and where they landed. It's great stuff. Good pictures for flavor. And man, this is longer than I remember. I mean, it's kind of cool because it kind of gives that, you know, kind of pulls you into the game. And I like this here. You know, it bolds out. It's at this point that our game begins. So that's really pulls you in. Goes on and on. I mean, I was just like, what? Kind of just an interesting comparative ranks of the armies and then where they got all this information. Heroes. And then we get to the game. And the game's only like, so that starts on page 35. So it's 34 pages of information. So, and it's not triple space or triple column, so it's just double column. So I'm already a little over halfway through the rules, and it's pretty straightforward. So I'm looking forward to trying it out. And there you go. So 12 pages of rules. And I like this. Welcome to Wargaming. This would be a good introduction, actually. And then the back just kind of helps show, well, actually this is the setup map for the Germans setup, where they do on here, and then they put it on here once the British have set up. So that's kind of cool. German setup, British setup, kind of blind, double blind. I don't know if that'd be double blind, but anyway. So that's that unboxing for Storm over Arnhem. Look forward to again. Hopefully I'll put a gameplay on here.